I didn't see you there. I'm taking the dis out of disability in a whole new way. My name is Mr. Stephen, and you're watching Keeping Up with Mr. Stephen. So now you're woke. You say hi to all the special ed kids in the hallway, you tip the guy with Down syndrome at your favorite coffee shop, and you even made cookies for the autism bake sale. But is this all that inclusion is? Today, I'm going to be giving you my tips for creating real inclusion, not just the kind that happens at school. The first step is to target the youth. I am a public speaker and I'm also a high school teacher. One of my favorite things about this is that it makes it so easy for me to schedule presentations on disability and inclusion for literally the future leaders of America. Speaking to adults is great and it's definitely necessary. The current leaders, employers, policymakers, they do hold the power to cause change in the world that we live in today. But the young people, they are the true influencers, innovators, and game changers. They need to know about people with disabilities. They need to be educated and exposed right from the start. This is absolutely, definitely, 100% one of the most important steps that we can take, and if we do nothing else, we should do this. Also, check out my children's book series. The next step is to be the change yourself. It is cool if you agree with the cause, and it's great if you believe that change needs to happen, but in order for change to actually happen, we need to be the change. We can't just talk the talk. Other people need to see what we're doing, not just hear about it. They need to be able to experience the change, touch it, feel it, breathe it. And as long as we're too scared, uncomfortable, or ashamed to take action, we can't move forward. You don't need to stand at a podium or give a speech. You don't have to become a special education teacher. And I am not saying that you need to be involved in politics if that's not something that you want to do. I mean, it'd be awesome if you wanted to do any of those things. But being the change that you want to see in others can be as simple as sharing what you know with friends and family, or sticking up for somebody, even if it's hard. Typically when we talk about inclusion, we talk about it in the elementary school and the high school context. I actually feel like that's almost limiting. But the truth is that inclusion is not something that should be limited to any site. Inclusion needs to happen everywhere. Yeah, it is important for this to happen in school, but inclusion without educating the entire community is not really inclusion. In most cases, it's like dropping an elephant into the room and never talking about it. Inclusion needs to involve discussion and learning and strategies and practice, and it needs to happen everywhere. It should happen in the workplace, at the grocery store, at restaurants, coffee shops, libraries, bars, in literally every freaking place you could think of. In order to say that we are truly inclusive, our employers and business owners need to become more open to hiring people with disabilities. The percentage of people with disabilities who are skilled and willing to work is high, but the percentage of people with disabilities who are actually working is embarrassingly low. Nobody's hiring them. Obviously, most people with disabilities would need support and accommodations in order to do well in the workplace. And obviously, this creates a little bit extra work for the employers. But it's not impossible. Refusing to do it is excluding a large group of human beings from an activity that most other people will experience at some point in their life. There are definitely organized ways to make this happen, but most businesses are not investing in hiring, employment, or support programs for people with disabilities. While your initial reaction might be, wow, so lucky, they don't even have to go to work. The truth is that as much as we all complain about going to work, for many of us, work is a place where we meet new people, make friends, explore our passions, and make our own money. It's something that makes us feel like independent adults who contribute to society. All people deserve to feel and experience that. Sometimes it feels sad to talk about all of this because there is so much that still needs to change. But it's also exciting because I feel like there are more and more people who are open to learning and joining the movement. And it's so important to nurture that curiosity and provide them with information that they need to become allies themselves. Standing up and speaking out for change can be challenging, exhausting, overwhelming, etc., etc., etc. But it is always worth it in the end. I hope that I have been able to inspire you to join or continue the movement to increase inclusion and awareness all over the world. I promised myself I wouldn't cry. If you have questions or comments related to intellectual or developmental disabilities, or if you just want to keep on keeping up, then you can find me online at Facebook/Mr. Stephan Official. You can like, comment, and subscribe on YouTube by searching Keeping Up with Mr. Stephan, or you can visit my website at mrstephanofficial.weebly.com for even more ways to keep up. If you like the music featured in this episode, that's great. It's me. You can visit my music site for links to all of my social media under my stage name Evan Torres at evantorres.weebly.com. Look out for my first ever full-length album, Till the Wheels Fall Off, in spring 2019.